DJ Pumphrey, the Heisman Trophy nominee from San Diego State. 25 carries, 156 yards, a net of 151 yards, and 1 touchdown. But it was not enough as San Diego State fell 42-24 to South Alabama. DJ Pumphrey is back on Scott and BR on the Corky's Hotline. What's up, DJ?
Hey, guys. How are you guys doing?
We're good, man. And I know how much you care because I saw you, not to embarrass you, bro, but crying your eyes out on the sideline at South Alabama. I know you care.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that was a tough one to take just coming off, just because they were the ones who beat us the last time we took it out. So, I mean, that was definitely a tough one to swallow, but I know we'll bounce back from that.
How do you know?
Just because I see how the guys, they take care of business. I mean, coming into this Monday's practice and they showed themselves. I mean, they show that they're mature about the situation, and they obviously know how it feels to lose, and no one likes that feeling. I mean, and I feel like when you play football, you got to have the mentality that you hate losing more than you even like winning, and that's how I honestly feel.
Have you noticed in practice at all this week that the team is looser? In other words, there was the bye week. There was the entering into the polls. Then there was the moving up in the polls without even playing. Sometimes when you're not accustomed to being in that position, maybe sometimes guys just tighten up. I'm asking, are you noticing that the pressure's off now and guys have lightened up at all?
Oh, definitely. Guys are lightened up. I mean, because I felt like that stuff, I mean, I'm not going to say it was a distraction, but, I mean, a lot of guys on our team, like, they're starting to, I don't know how to say this, really kind of go into the game looking past Southern Alabama, and I knew coming in that they were going to be one of the biggest games that we had to play, and, I mean, we didn't show up for that game, and that's why we got pushed in the mouth.
DJ Pumphrey, now when you take a look at some of these, USA Today, for example, their Heisman Trophy list, they've got the Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson 1, the Clemson quarterback Deshaun Watson 2, Ohio State's quarterback J.T. Barrett 3, Houston's quarterback Greg Ward Jr. 4, Texas Tech quarterback Patrick Mahomes 5, and now kind of the group that's right behind them, that's where we find DJ Pumphrey, who's still leading the nation in total rushing yards. Do you feel like you lost your chance, any chance you might have had at the Heisman because of this loss?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it was going to be difficult from the get-go to be able to win this award. But, I mean, if I continue doing what I have to do and take care of business and we win out from here, I mean, anything's possible. Because who knows? Who knows that Greg Ward Jr. and those guys are even going to win every game, you feel me? I mean, anything can happen.
Right. Yeah, you have to have a couple of things fall your way, but yeah, to lead the team back and maybe to go, perfect from here on out. I mean, that would be a fantastic story.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I mean, but I'm definitely looking just to win ball games. I'm not even really worried about that Heisman Award. I mean, that loss really turned me up a lot, and I hated that feeling.
Mm-hmm. Could see that on the sideline.
That 4-hour ride home. It was the worst.
Yeah, sure. Where are you at right now, dude?
I'm actually outside of our locker room, kind of right by the band.
Yeah, I could hear the band.
They're jamming.
That's right. I didn't know if you rocked the band while you were driving down the road. Yeah. DJ Pumphrey from San Diego State's football team. They're leading rusher, their Heisman Trophy nominee, leading rusher in the country. Let me ask you this question, and try and be candid. You always seem to be. You've talked about being the senior on this team, leader on this team, talking to the coaches about wanting the ball in crunch time, et cetera. We've had that conversation, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
You got to tell me what you were thinking in this game. Late in the game, 4:17 to go, 3rd and short, and they decide to hand off to a fullback who's a converted quarterback who fumbles. The ball gets picked up and returned 80 yards. You must be thinking to yourself, how am I not getting the ball in this situation?
Honestly, I didn't even – when that play happened, I really didn't even know it was a 3rd and 3 situation. And, I mean, we worked on that play a lot in practice. So, I mean, Coach Horton, he believes in our fullback, and I believe in him as well. And I know that, and I see him in practice get those 3 yards. So, I mean, I honestly, if I was offensive coordinator, I would have gave him the ball as well. But, I mean, obviously Coach Horton, he feels like he's seen that our run game was – I mean, we were able to get, 8 yards plus a pop, like in the second half. And I mean, that's, he knows. I had a conversation with him, and if he could go back, he would have probably gave me the ball.
I don't know. We talked to him about it yesterday. I said to him, I said, Coach, when you look at it, would you do the same thing? He said, I do the exact same thing. Typical coach where you never want to admit that you made a mistake. Yeah, right.
Right.
But he was very resolute that he called the play, he studied the film, he expected it to work. And he thought it was the right call. It was poor execution.
Yeah, because based off of the film, that play was definitely supposed to be open. I mean, and stuff sometimes doesn't work out the way it does, especially with the flow of the game and how we were running the ball. So, I mean, because we were running the ball so well, that's probably why they stacked the box so differently. And it just happened to not work that time. But I know Coach Horton feels the same way that I feel, and I would have gave Nick Bolton the ball as well.
Mm-hmm. It's just hard to figure out. This team – all those wins, the win over Cal finally, take care of business at Northern Illinois, and then to have a bye week and come out and play like that. And look, a lot of things happen, right? I mean, the long snapper gets hurt. Who expects that the backup long snapper is going to airmail a ball over the punter's head, and that's going to turn into points for them? Who knows that one of your tight ends is going to score a touchdown and make a gesture, and that's going to cost you yards?
Yeah.
Just crazy things happen in that game.
Oh yeah, I mean, and with that, we know that we have to come back and we have to be a disciplined team, and we have to clean up the penalties, because coming into Monday, our Coach Long, he read us the statistics, and we're pretty terrible when it comes. We're a very average team, and when it comes to statistics, and we know that we're capable of being one of the best, and in order to be one of the best, we have to be a disciplined ball team, and like stuff like a penalty off of a touchdown, like that shouldn't happen. I mean, we just have to be smarter.
Great teams learn from their mistakes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
DJ Pumphrey, the Heisman-nominated running back, the nation's leading rusher from San Diego State. Okay, so Saturday night, 7:30, Qualcomm Stadium, UNLV. Got to get this win, man, because you got to get this fan base back behind you when many of these people have jumped off the bandwagon. You know what I'm getting at, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we know what we're capable of, and we know this is a respond game. I mean, you just seen the Steelers. They got shut out, and they came back and blew the other team out. So, I mean, anything can happen. And I have 100% faith in my guys, and I know what they're feeling, and I know that they're all ready to play if we were to play tomorrow night.
Well, we're looking forward to Saturday night. DJ, great talking to you, man. Keep it going.
Go get him, DJ.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Later, dog.